How are you?
Good. Seems like the only time we ever get together, it's not over lunch, it's not over drinks, it's over severe weather.
It's over severe weather. You're right.
But yeah, we gladly inform everyone. So what's going on? What's your perspective on all this?
Well, we had a briefing earlier this morning with the National Weather Service, and we're really expecting 2 rounds of potential severe weather. The first round is actually already begun and is really affecting areas more north of I-40. There have been several severe storm warnings in the Knoxville area. There was at least one tornado storm warning in that area within the last hour. We are watching very closely, though, the second round of storms that will be coming in. They estimate to start as early as 8 p.m. and last through around 2 o'clock in the morning. So quite a spectrum there. But these storms do have the potential. The greatest threat and the greatest potential are wind gusts of up to 70 miles an hour plus.
Wow.
There's quite a bit of damage that can be caused by those wind gusts. That's hurricane force winds we're talking about. There is a low to medium chance for tornadoes as well as hail and large hail. They're looking at $half size hail for anyone who's never held a $half in their hand. That's about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches size hail.
That'll cause a lot of damage.
Storms. That'll cause absolutely a lot of damage. If you were to look at a radar, you can sort of see those storms north of I-40 that are moving off to the northeast of Knoxville, and these storms are tracking like they typically do from the south, moving to the northeast, coming up out of Mississippi and Arkansas, over in the Memphis area, Middle Tennessee. There are 2 storms, 2 supercells in the Middle Tennessee area, one near Tullahoma and one just south of German, or Centerville, actually, that are tornado storm warnings at the moment. And these are supercell storms, right? Those are the ones that, frankly, can spawn these types of tornadoes.
Yes.
It's a little too soon to call this an outbreak, and a lot of these storms are what's called radar indicated, right? There's 2 different types of tornadoes. Oftentimes, the radar will indicate that there's rotation in a storm before we actually see or hear a tornado on the ground. And that's why the technology has advanced to the point that we're able to send out warnings. The National Weather Service they're able to send out warnings a lot of times before there's ever something on the ground. What you've got to really be worried about, though, is when it changes from a radar-indicated storm to what's called an observed storm warning. A observed warning means that there are storm spotters that are on the ground in that area that have observed a funnel on the ground. The one just south of Centerville, a little southwest of Murfreesboro, that's an observed tornado. So that means there's an observed tornado on the ground, and they're showing almost an inch of hail with that storm. So these particular supercells that I'm talking about will go off to our north. We aren't going to be affected by those, but this type of storm system, if it's continuing to produce storm cells like this after the 8, 9, 10 o'clock hour, we really need to be watching, because that's the time frame that the National Weather Service has told us that our area will be most affected.
We're talking with Adam Lewis, Director of Bradley County EMS, and you were saying from 8 p.m. till around 2 a.m. is the times that we should be the most prepared for this?
That's correct. The first round that they're calling, 2 rounds today. The first round is really between 3 p.m., which we're past that at this point, to 7 p.m., and that's going to be areas north of us. So if you're traveling from or to Knoxville, probably not listening to us if you're in Knoxville, but if you're headed to Knoxville anytime over the next couple of hours, that's something to be mindful of. But yes, after 8 o'clock, between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. is when they've told us to watch, because that is the estimated time frame for the worst of it to reach our area.
Adam, once again, thanks for everything you do. You are an amazing friend of the station and the community, and we appreciate you being here on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv.
Appreciate you too, and thanks for helping us get the word out.
Hey, no worries. And anytime that you need us, you give us a call. We'd be glad to put you on the air.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot. It's 4:09.
Good afternoon. It's building even more with traffic on 24 here through Moccasin Bend.